Dear me, 8 years ago, you were innocent enough to underestimate the consequences, but curious enough to know. Just staring at that computer screen, not knowing you were opening up the front door to your new home. A humble abode, equipped with a window, a view into a distant future of addiction soon to make itself your own. You were 11 years old. Started with just a glance. Years later, these pixels caught you in a trance, just one of the 90% of teenage boys who never stood a chance. Pornography. A man-made invention intended for recreation turned into the world's quietest addiction. The industry makes more combined revenue than the MLB, NFL, and NBA annually. Porn sites comprise 12% of the internet, and 28,000 people are watching it every second. It started out controllable. You were introduced to it by your best friend's older brother who convinced you it was only natural. So naturally, you followed your curiosity down this yellow brick road of secrecy, secretly seeking the affections of girls who you would never even meet. And slowly with time, you built a tolerance. You bought into this bliss with your common sense, and ever since have been convinced that this is your only true happiness. Man, it's sad how sex slavery is unacceptable until it's put on the internet. But I mean, accessing this drug, it's still too easy. My dealer is a computer screen who lives in the same house as me. This digital chemical dopamine is free and the supply never ending. Imagine the gluttony. Having whatever image you want to see or any video whenever you want to watch it. And oh, that I mentioned, your addiction's now portable. It fits in your pocket. See, you quickly learn how to burn down these firewalls only to get burnt, and then these images branded themselves to the inside of your eyelids. So even when you close your eyes to sleep at night, you can't escape them. But wait, it gets worse. They've installed these images into your brain. Now they won't leave you alone. Constant click, click, clicks like a metronome. Pornography embedded into your mind like a squeaking saxophone. Let's plays like tambourines and cymbals that change up the tempo. Your own flesh plays like notes that build to a sinful crescendo, ultimately separating you from the maestro. But that's the plan, right? Get kids who can't defend themselves hooked early so they become a consumer for the rest of their life. I started to realize I couldn't stop, that I didn't even want to, that I sat in school impatiently waiting to get home and do what I've been craving to do. When you feed your addiction feeds on you, and the things you play with in high school as an adult will play with you. This habitual habit has inhabited me. I'm sick of trying to clean myself up by deleting my website history. See, I never called myself an addict because I thought I could control it. Until I was up at 4 in the morning, losing sleep, getting closer to that computer screen but farther away from sobriety. It is the curse of an addict to chase that which destroys you. This is the silent addiction of today's youth. And so I'll write to you with desperation in my voice. Addiction may have taken you captive, but freedom is a choice. You have victory over this addiction. Signed, Sincerely Freedom.